Hello everyone! Some of the minis and I just returned from a trip from Walt Disney World in Florida, and we'd love to share some of the highlights of this trip with you. Just 2 weeks ago, these minis were on the winning team from one of our World's Strongest Team competitions. I proudly presented them with their prize, and it was off to the airport we went to catch our flight. So we boarded our flight to Orlando, and everything went smoothly, just how I like it. No confusion, no delay. We left cold, rainy weather and arrived to beautiful Florida sunshine and took a nice leisurely boat ride right to the Magic Kingdom entrance. We arrived at the dock with what seemed like a million other people and headed straight to a parade.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You know, with all the singing and dancing and all the Disney characters, and the castle looked really cool.
So here we go! Everybody let me see it.
I was so excited when we saw Mickey Mouse. I knew I just had to meet him.
I really like going on all the rides, and they had a new one, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Look at it! It looks so much fun!
I really liked another train-themed ride, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's too bad we weren't tall enough for any of those rides. We had to go on the really slow train.
Trains can be dangerous. After all, remember you minis got hit by a train on our trip.
Yeah, that Mickey, he needs to watch where he's going.
I really liked cruising around in the People Mover. That thing's fun.
It sure was. And we lucked out with great weather the entire trip, except for one day. We received all kinds of thunderstorm warnings, and before you knew it, the clouds turned dark, it got windy and rainy.
Rain, rain, go away! There are rides waiting for me to go on! Ah! Did you see that lightning? Oh, scared me! I think I better go inside!
Well, at least the crowds died down. Later that evening, we had a splendid dinner at Cinderella's royal table inside the Disney World Cinderella's castle. It felt like royalty to dine in such a magnificent setting, and they even had Disney princesses that came around to the table and met everyone. I had to remind the minis to be on their best behavior. And for the most part, they were. We all enjoyed a nice meal, healthy and delicious.
This lemon is super sour, just how I like it.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. We all decided to place bets to see if Sir Topham Hatt could finish his whole meal. The thing was like 10 times the size of him. But you know what? He finished the whole thing.
Mom always said, clean your plate. Oh, I'm so full.
Do you see over there? It's princesses! They're coming in the castle! I've never met a princess before! I'm over here! I need your autograph! I would love to get my picture with you! Over here! We want pictures! This is the best day ever! The castle was so much fun! It was amazing! Everyone also got a sword if you were a boy, and the girls got little princess wands! It was the best!
Eventually, we had to say goodbye to Cinderella, her castle, and all of her princess friends. But it sure was a fun evening. castle sure looked beautiful from the outside.
I just wish I could have been able to pull this sword from the stone. I tried so hard.
Then we watched a beautiful fireworks show. It sure was a long night, but the next morning we hopped on the monorail and went to Epcot Center, where they were having the Flower and Garden Festival. Everything looked excellent. There were so many flowers and a butterfly garden and parks for the kids to play at.
My favorite part of Epcot was the living seas. I was the only mermaid there, though. But they did have a really cool fish. It's called a unicorn fish. I think you can figure out why they call him that. They also had dolphins there. Look at these two cute guys. They're so playful and fun. Hi there, guys. Yes, I'm a mermaid train. That's me, yes. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Also something that's very different between each dolphin.
They also had manatees there. Manatees live in Florida in the wild. That's so cool. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy. Hi, fishy. Oh, fishies are so cute. Hi there, fishy. Hi. Huh? Ooh. What's that? Is that a shark? I hope the glass is thick enough. Oh, that guy's scary. Oh, I do not like sharks. Let's go look at something else, guys. I think we better leave now, okay?
And we got to learn all about different countries and cultures at the World Showcase. China, Japan, Great Britain, Canada, Mexico, Germany, those are just some of the countries we got to learn about.
After a long day, we sure were tired, so we went back for a little bit of rest and relaxation and swimming in the hotel pool. Lots of fun. They also had really fun water slides. Woohoo! That was fun. Whoa! Whew! That was faster than I thought it was going to be. But fun! Check out this water geyser. Look how high the water shoots up. This is so much fun. And look over here. It's the big flame switcher. I was just kidding. It's fun. Oh, and look at over there. There's a really big geyser. Check that out. Whoa! This place is amazing. Woohoo!
On this trip, we got to learn all about how Walt Disney himself loved trains. In fact, he designed a 1/8 scale steam railroad for his family at their Los Angeles home. It was called the Carrollwood Pacific, and we got to see some of it. The next day, we were off to Disney's Animal Kingdom for some safari fun.
The new Avatar area called Pandora was just awesome. It was so beautiful. They had waterfalls and things everywhere. You wouldn't believe it. I don't know how they do it all. Stuff. It looks like it's right out of a movie. Oh yeah, I guess that's because it is. It's from Avatar. It was a really festive atmosphere. And they have 2 rides there, but the lines were really long. Luckily, Sir Topham Hatt hooked us up with some fast passes.
We got to meet some fun Disney characters on our trip. Do you recognize this one? Yep, that's Goofy up there.
Here you go.
Yep, Mickey Mouse himself. And of course we met some ducks. Well, we met the big duck, Donald Duck.
And we got to meet Nemo too. At least I think so. I think he's in here somewhere. Does anyone see him? Nemo? And we met old Bruce the shark. And guess what? He didn't bite us. That's good. We trusted him, see? I like seeing all the Star Wars characters.
And we got to meet President Donald Trump. Well,
do
sort
solemnly
of.
swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
I like seeing all the games you could play. Sir Topham Hatt introduced us to some of his human friends, and they were quite good at racking up the prizes.
Number 9 is the winner. Congratulations.
Good job, number 9. Now let's see how your dad does when he's number 9 at the squirting game.
This is a competition.
1, 2, and 3. And the winner, number 9.
It sure was great. They let us minis keep the prizes. We had such a great time at Disney World. I hope someday, maybe we can come back again. Me too.
Be sure to click subscribe and give us a thumbs up.